Hello and welcome to F1 Livery Histories, the channel where we take a look back at the different paint jobs, racing trims and sponsor decals adopted by respective Formula 1 teams throughout the eras. Today we'll be taking a look back at a team which at one point was the flag bearer for French motorsport in Formula 1, one of a small collection of teams to have been founded by an ex-Formula 1 world champion, Prost Grand Prix. The story of Prost is a continuation of the Équipe Ligier story, as it was only a few short weeks before the beginning of the 1997 Formula 1 season when four-time Formula 1 world champion Alain Prost completed the purchase of the long-standing Ligier team, owned at that time by Flavio Briatore. Following Prost's purchase of Ligier, the team would be renamed Prost Grand Prix, based in the south of Paris. With the new season only a month away, naturally the team was unable to design and build a completely new chassis, and would compete in its first Formula 1 season with the Ligier JS45, which was renamed the Prost JS45. And so with the team poised to enter Formula 1 in season 1997, so begins our retrospective on the dynamic Prost Formula 1 team. The newly christened Prost JS45 arrived on the grid for the season opener in Melbourne painted in French racing blue, keeping intact a rich patriotic tradition established decades earlier by Ligier. Prost were also able to retain a further set of remnants of the pre-existing Ligier team in engine suppliers Mu and Honda, fuel suppliers Alf, and primary sponsors Gaulois. Gaulois branding was seen largely on the car's side pods, as the tobacco company promoted its Blondes range. The cigarette brand's logos were also present on the car's wings and engine case. Along with the French tobacco brand, Prost generated sponsorship from Sony PlayStation, Bic, Alcatel, Giordana, LVS Viaggio, and Canal+. Prost also welcomed aboard Bridgestone as tyre suppliers, which resulted in the sides of the car's front wings being painted in white in promotion of Bridgestone. The team enjoyed a successful debut season thanks in some great part to its team number one Olivier Panis, who would secure the team its first podium position by finishing third at the Brazilian Grand Prix, before registering a second place finish at the Spanish Grand Prix. Sadly, Panis would be forced out of championship contention due to injuries sustained in a crash at the Canadian Grand Prix. Panis, along with Shinji Nakano and Jarno Trulli, would hoist Prost to 6th position in the Constructors' Championship, a result which would remain the team's finest end-of-season position. In 1998, Prost formed an all-French alliance with engine manufacturers Peugeot, producing its first in-house chassis in the Loic-Biguar-designed AP01, named after the team's owner. Gaulois branding was situated on the car's engine case, seen on a diagonal slant. New sponsors in the form of Agfa, Cartier Solutions and Sodexo were welcomed aboard, seen alongside the team's new fuel supplier Total. At races held in tobacco-banned countries, Gaulois would assume the tried and tested technique of obscuring its company name with a series of nondescript shapes and colours. 1999 would see Prost entering the AP02 chassis, co-designed by Loic-Biguar, Alan Jenkins and John Barnard. The AP02 was a car which proved to be the team's most successful production, and was driven to second position by Jarno Trulli at the incident-filled European Grand Prix, held at the Nürburgring. In 2000, Prost would sign with internet services provider Yahoo, which tenanted space on the side pods of the AP03. Sony PlayStation was now seen in place of the outgoing Alcatel on the car's barge boards, whilst Gaulois was seen with its company text contoured in line with the car's shapely engine case. Despite its sleek appearance, the AP03 was unable to produce the results the team were hoping for. Subsequently, Prost would lose its working relationships with both Peugeot and title sponsors Gaulois. This led to the team running with a new set of sponsors in season 2001. The all-new AP04 came with sponsorship from computer company Acer, recruitment agency Adecco, investment firm Rienpo, Dark Dog Energy Drink, as well as the Pan American Sports Network, thanks to the signing of Argentine driver Gaston Mazzacane. With new investment from longtime Formula 1 patrons the Diniz family, Parmalat would also renew its connection with the French team, as seen on the car's nose cone. The AP04 came outfitted with Michelin rubber and Ferrari power, which was rebadged as Acer in deference to the team's primary sponsor. The change to Ferrari engines would also necessitate a switch to Shell fuels. Even with this new catalogue of sponsors, the team was unable to completely fill the space on its car, choosing to run with its own team logo on the car's side pods. The team's financial worries continued to deepen as the season wore on. and without enough income to offset mounting debts, the team's owner Alain Prost was forced to sell the team's assets at the closure of the season, putting an end to Prost Grand Prix. The team's assets were eventually purchased by the Phoenix Finance Group, which in partnership with Tom Wilkinshaw attempted to enter the sport as a new team in its own right in season 2002. However, these plans were to never materialise. And so with Prost's demise came a changing with the guard, with the Enstone-based Renault factory team now becoming the sole French Formula 1 constructor heading into season 2002 and beyond. Prost though will be remembered for being a team which raced with that typical French verve.